All right, so I've decided to start a video blog. Why? I don't know, because I just thought it'd be kind of cool to do one. Um, let's see. The main thing I mostly want to talk about is life in general. I don't know. Some days it just seems kind of screwed up. I mean, no matter what you do in this life, it doesn't seem to amount to much of anything in the end because we all, I don't know, we all die, you know? Jeez, that sounds kind of gothic and macabre. But do you ever think about that? I mean, what is it really all about? What exactly are we doing here? Are we really making a difference? And is it the right kind of difference? Sometimes I wonder. I mean, the cruelty that I see in this world at times is sickening. It's like a disease of greed and selfishness that just never seems to end. Now, this is just my opinion. I mean, I know I'm just one man that wants to kind of throw it out there, but I am so sick of so many people saying that they surely wish they could help, but they keep on going as if nothing is going on around them. I mean, it's almost as if they are blind to the plight of their fellow man. And when did we lose the camaraderie that supposedly this country had at one time? And I'm not talking about cultural differences. I mean, that's something that I believe we all could work around if we just found some common ground. But nobody seems to want to find the common ground. Everybody just wants to fuss. It's worse than being in a sandbox. Everybody's got their toys. This is my toy. You can't have this toy. And it's a better toy than your toy. And don't even look at it because you're not privileged like I am. It's amazing how the different classes of people are. I hate using that term because I don't really believe in that. We're supposed to all be human beings as opposed to aliens. I'm sure sometimes I'm going to get some smart comments about what I'm saying, but maybe if you take the context of what I'm saying and understand the content by which I am illustrating it or I'm presenting it to you, then maybe you'll get my point. It is a sad state of affairs when we only want to give to, say, these big conglomerate charities that really truly don't give hardly any of the money to the actual people that need it. Yet you could give 100% of your time to an individual in need. And I don't know about you, but have you noticed the neighborhoods here lately? I mean, in my neighborhood alone, hardly anyone speaks to each other. And if they do, it's not really speaking, it's hand gestures like, "Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing there, neighbor?" Oh God, he's actually going to answer me and tell me how he's doing. Why? What happened to our generation that we can no longer even communicate with each other effectively? And if we see someone down in Atlanta that's hungry or any other street in America, you name it, we automatically start berating that person. Or we just say, God's going to send someone to help you. I'm going to say it like this. If you know that person's in need and you have the ability to help them, I'm not talking about handouts, man. To me, there's a big difference between a handout and a handout. We need to start teaching people how to take care of themselves. Have people to where they can get some pride back in their life, man. Instead of all this animosity towards each other. It's so depressing. It's so demoralizing, to see people struggling and the thing is we could do so much for each other. Man, I'm sure there's something that that I don't know that you could take a moment and teach it to me. You could tell me what it is that you know and I could benefit. And there might possibly be something I don't know that I could teach you. All this bickering and conflict that we always seem to have with each other is just unnecessary. There's only cultural divides because we choose not to find common ground. And it bothers me. The worst kind of poverty to me is the poverty of not having anyone to share your life with, not being able to talk to anyone and have them understand your plight. Sometimes people just need a good listener. Why can't we do that for people? Why does it always have to boil down to how much this is going to benefit me? Well, even if it is that, then wouldn't it benefit you to help another human being? Isn't there some good feeling, some euphoric feeling you get just by knowing you did something good for your fellow man? I'm just saying. To me, it's ridiculous what we do to each other. The bickering, the name calling, the gesturing, the violence, it's unnecessary. There's a root cause for all this. And sometimes I think that we are the cause. Yes, people make bad decisions. I agree with you on that. I made many myself, and I'm sure if you were being honest, you've made quite a few too. But we know the problem. What's the solution? Is the solution browbeating that person to the point where they don't want to live anymore? I don't think so. I think the solution comes from us being the change we want to see. If we could put ourselves in that person's position just for 5 minutes, stop judging them and start understanding them. And I don't care what decisions they made that led them to that point, because they already know that. I already know my decisions, what they led me to. I don't think I need someone else telling me that. And I'm pretty sure the people that are in a bad position, they don't need that either. So I've decided to do a video blog. I mean, it may not always be about this. It might be more personal. It may be more social. I don't know, but so many pains in my heart as I see people struggling. I know what it's like to struggle because I'm still struggling myself. Sometimes I think if I had all the money in the world, what good I could do. But sometimes it's not about money. It's about time, and it's about being that person that someone needs in their life. We got to stop judging people. We got to start finding, as I said, common ground. I wish, I pray, I hope, I dream of a day where people can just come together and be human beings. That it won't matter if they're rich, poor, middle class, different culture, whatever your hang-up is. I pray one day it's not like that. I'm just so over it. I'm so tired of it. I'm tired of neighbors not talking to neighbors, and everybody's so reclusive and inverted, and I don't know. It's just, remember when you were a kid? I'm talking about like a little kid, like in kindergarten or preschool, how you didn't care where that person was from, or what kind of economical background their family had. You just wanted to talk to them. You walked up to them and you introduced yourself. And you didn't care about money. You didn't care about any of that stuff. You just wanted to talk to them because you saw another human being and they piqued your interest. We've become so calloused. It's sad. When I was a child, I had such bright ideals. And I'd like to think that those ideals can still foster something good. The question is there anyone out there that's like me? Do you feel the same? Don't you want to do some good? And I'm not promoting any charities. I'm not saying that. Other than the charity of humanity. Other than the charity of finding somebody and just being their friend. Being that understanding person that just listens. I don't know. I hope you're out there. And I hope you want to make a difference. And I hope you do make a difference. We all need to just make a step in the right direction. We just need to do it. Be the change you want to see. I mean, no matter what religion you believe in, there's always a message of hope in there. Even if you're atheist, I'm sure you have hope that the human race will be able to survive and get past its pettiness. I don't care what your background is. We're all somewhere deep within us, we're programmed to care. Some of us turn it off, but I know it's still there. And I hope and I pray that you can find that. And I hope that you can do something good for people around you. Be like you were when you were a little kid. Just go up to somebody and talk to them. And I know that sounds easier said than done, but look, change is never easy. We didn't get in this mess overnight, and it's not going to be an overnight solution, but if people just start, I think we can make a big difference. It's not about money. I don't care about the money stuff, man. That's the problem. Everybody's so hung up on money. People that have money are so hung up on the fact that they feel like somebody's trying to reach in their pocket, that they're so guarded. And if you have very little money, you're even more guarded because you're so afraid that somebody's trying to get in your pockets and you have very little left to go around in the first place. Put the money aside, man. Put it aside. Just lock it away if you have to, but be a good human being. That's all I'm saying. I mean, let's get past the pettiness. Let's get past the greed. Let's get past everybody wanting to compare everything to money. Human beings are far more valuable than any diamonds or gold or rubies or sapphires, whatever your monetary value is. Human beings are far more valuable if you just give them a chance. If you just give them hope. Look, my name's Terry, and I'm just a concerned person. One concerned human being that wanted to make a video. I don't know if anybody will ever watch this, and I don't know if it'll ever make a difference, but I felt like, since I'm saying that we all could be the change that we want to see, and that we all need to take that step, I felt like I needed to do what I said for others to do. And that's why I'm taking this step. It's up to you what you do with the message. Make fun of it, don't like it. But I think deep down, if you really think about it, it truly is what we need to see in this world. It's got to be more. There's got to be more to this life than just the bottom line or the profits. What does it profit a man if he gains the whole world but loses his soul? We're only here for a short time. Shouldn't we make each moment count? Anyway, I thank you for your time, and God bless.